Hi, it's Rudy at Claude Painting Studio. Today's painting guide has been a long time coming. This is a member of the Wurttemberg Royal Guard. It's a 3D printed model that comes from Piano Wargames. That was kindly donated to me by a viewer of the channel to paint, along with another 23 of his friends. So thank you, Clive, for that. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get round to it. I primed the model white with Colourforge matte white. And I'm going to paint the jacket first of all. This is Games Workshop Contrast Leviadon blue, which is a nice dark blue. Now there's quite a bit of lace work around about the facings on the jacket here. So our lapels are needing a bit of care to paint. The straps as well, which are all going to be in white. So it saves a bit of work later on if I can avoid splashing the dark blue onto those just now. This is Citadel Contrast Black Legion. The boots and gaiters will need a coat of this, as will the cuffs and collar. The bearskin, leaving the cord in the white undercoat. On top of the bearskin, there is a grenade that is black with a white background. The cartridge box, and I'll be doing the pack in a black base coat. I'm going to tackle the skin. Nothing particularly technical about this. I'm using Speedpaint Peachy Flesh, and I'll apply that to the face and the hands, try and avoid the impressive mustache and sideburns. This is contrast Cygor brown, and I'll pick out the facial hair. So I've picked out the facial hair with some contrast Cygor brown. And we use the same colour for the wooden parts of the musket. I'll also use this for the scabbard and bayonet sheath. The musket strap would be red leather, so I'm using contrast Gore Grunta fur. And I have Bascilicanum grey for the great coat. This is Army Painter's Speedpaint Polished Silver. So I've got the plaque on the bearskin. On the musket, things like the bayonet, firing mechanism, and the barrel, cartridge box, little silver. You might also be able to see that I've done the chin straps on the bearskin with the polished silver. I now have glittering loot. Let's pick out this buckle. A couple of bands on the musket. and the end of the scabbard. With some Vallejo model color light grey, I'm going to dry brush the black areas. It's a very light dry brush. I've taken off the majority of the paint. I'm going to apply a wash to the model. I'm going to avoid the flesh. This is Army Painter Dark Tone in a 1-to-1 mixture with Speedpaint Medium. The Speedpaint Medium not only thins out the pigment, but it's also encouraging it to disappear into the recesses. A wash over things like the straps and the lace will really help to define them against the background materials. It will make things stand out after a highlight is applied. So I'll do that to the back of the model as well. I'm going to start one of the longest and most involved processes, which is highlighting all these straps, trousers, cords, etc. I've got Army Painter Fanatic Matte White, thinned it with a bit of water. On the straps, try and keep to the edges. On trousers, to the most sort of raised areas. And on things like the cord on the bearskin, I'll be making little dots. Swap the model around to look at the rear, to do a highlight on the turnbacks, as well as around about the strap, sword knot, straps on top of the pack. I'll also pick out a bit on the buckle as well. I'm doing a highlight on the wood and hair with Army Painter Oak Brown. Also use it on things like the scabbard. So I've done a highlight on the musket strap with some Vallejo model color light brown. With model color light grey, I'm going to do some very select highlights on the black. A little skin highlight with some Army Painter Ruby Skin. I'm going to add a stubble effect with a glaze of field grey from the Army Painter. May need a couple of coats for that. Vallejo model color Prussian blue will act as a small highlight on a couple of spots on the jacket. With my fine paint Staedtler 0.05mm pigment liner, attempt to dot in the eyes. Now for some metallic highlights, I've got Game Color Silver from Vallejo. I'm also attempting to pick out the buttons on his jacket. This is some Vallejo model color gold, highlighting areas that were done some glittering loot earlier, but also a brief highlight on the buttons on the gaiters. And at the side of the bearskin, little decoration there. Once I finish off the gold and do any necessary tidying up, I'll move on to basing and let you have a look at the finished result. Here's a finished shot of 8 of the Wurttemberg Royal Guard. I really enjoyed painting these up. The Piano Wargames figures are fantastic. Hopefully I'll be able to paint up some of the command figures in a later video and eventually have a finished battalion. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.